coming again participate, everyone. Okay. And welcome everyone. Okay. And again, we're going to continue give the teaching of the greatest teacher, Buddha Shakyamuni. Of course, it came from the Dudjom Lingpa, but it is his Buddha Shakyamuni's teachings. Greatest teacher give a variety of the teachings that order to lead to everyone, every single living being to the enlightened state in the context of the joy, in the appreciation, in the respect, and the non-violence and peaceful way to discover their innate nature, come out of the difficulties, challenges, the troubles of the samsara, and to really to everyone that status. So that's what the greatest teacher gives, a lot of teachings, all that. So this time we are following is the highest or the mostly direct teaching how to discover our innate nature. So that means how to become the Buddha. Instantly how to become the Buddha. That's really the Dzogchen teaching is there and simple, is according to teaching is easy, is very, very kind of like direct. It won't take long time to reach enlightenment or to become the Buddha if we follow the instructions. Generally in the teaching said that, what it said, the Buddha gave 3 different levels of teachings. Those are kind of like to discover or to become the Buddha, long way and short way and a very short ways. Those 3 different ways. Long way is the causal yana teaching. It takes a long time with the courage, commitment, the joyful effort. Those are all we need. No matter what you are practicing, and the bodhicitta, intention, all that, and then according to teaching, it will take 3 countless eons to become the Buddhas. So it's a long process. But however, even this long process is not boring, it's not tiring. It's according to teaching, really it is so joyful, so uplifting, advancing, moving forward. For that reason, great Master Shantideva said, by the meritorious activities, your physical condition, karmic condition will be perfect. Perfect, so there is no problem, physical troubles. But practicing of the wisdom, your mind will be so calm, peace, and happy. So therefore, who will be bored to stay in the samsara? And who will try it? Because you are perfectly fine with a healthy level, physical level, and mental level, you're perfect and joy and happy, peaceful. So why? That's what really this is. Even it takes a long time, but it is very kind of uplifting journey. That was the teaching is, because it is touching to the inner core of our own true beings, and also as well as helping to the others to discover their innate qualities and natures. And then longer one, then the shorter one is, for example, outer Tantra teachings. Outer Tantra teachings, according to teaching, it takes the shortest one is 3 lifetimes, or 7 lifetimes, 16 lifetimes. Those are in the teaching said. So it is long way. So that means 15, 7, and 3 lifetimes it takes. But this quickest way is the Dzogchen teaching, or the inner Tantra, particular Dzogchen teaching. It can reach enlightenment within these single lifetimes. If we follow the instruction and according to the teachings, really teaches. Again, it's very quick path. Once you reach enlightenment, or once you become the Buddha, this is not just you kind of then completely retire. It's not. When you become the Buddha, you're going to benefit, helping to all living beings. Very continuations, pervasive, without any effort or without any hardships. Those are the continuation, pervasive, without any effort. You're going to benefit for all living beings. So this, among those levels, we are in this really very powerful, special teaching, yet it's so simple and so direct as what we say. Other day, the great Master said, what we said is not something that we are talking or I'm talking. That I'm just trying to follow the exact instructions of the great lineage masters in the teachings as it's mentioned. So I said yesterday, I am repeating that, I'm echoing of those great teachings that once you discover your innate nature, discover, identify our own innate nature, that is our own nature, discover. Once we discover that innate nature, then just maintaining that. That's the meditation. Maintaining, keeping up that with those, again, some instructions. Those are unshakable physics, body, unshakable senses, unshakable mind, movable, not moving the physical. So that means whatever the posture you are, or we are, trying to stay that, not just moving that so many times. Relax, so that means relaxing the body, relaxing the speech, relaxing the senses. What that means, senses? Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. Keep calm, not kind of regulating, trying to this and that things and that. Stay calm and relaxed. That's called unmovable, or movable, immovable. And with that, then without any effort, then liberating. Let it come, let it go. What that means? Our thought will not stay. Even we stay. Even we are calm and peaceful, thought will not stay. This thought is what? According to Dzogchen teaching, is express of the energy of the Dharmakaya, energy of the enlightened mind. Therefore, let it come. Don't block. Not trying to stop. Prevent the power and the energy of the Dharmakaya is not correct. Then we blocking. Blocking, that means regulating. Regulating thought is ultimately duality. So let it come, let it go. What that means, let it go. Let it go means don't hold. Not holding. By hold who? By our thought. Again, hold means not just hold that thought, but trying to chasing the thought. Imaginary thought. Kind of all thought comes and we start chasing each of thought. Then we are deluded. Those are known as weeds. Weed of the dualities. And we chase thoughts. There's endless. There's no ending. That thought, chasing thought, is a samsara. Even though we're sitting in beautiful positions, beautiful kind of everything quite good and all that, but if we start chasing our thought, when it comes, and then chase thought, that is known as, then we're disqualifying our practices. We're not let it go. You're holding onto that, analyzing, or whatever you're doing. Small thought, subtle thought, very kind of tiny thought, but we're distracted from the view, from the meditation. So, therefore, let it go, or liberating, self-liberating in the teaching set. Don't have to bring other tools to liberate it, anything here. We don't need any other techniques, skills. The Rupa is full equipped. It has all tools. Really, it has all tools. So this time, the most powerful one is self-liberating. In Tibet, it's called rnon in the Dzogchen teachings. The rnon, let it come, let it go. Those are the simple words used in the country too. That is really liberating. That means that's it go. There's no more thinking. As a bird flying in the sky, there is no trace of the footprint or the wings or the body at all. This means the arising thought is the energy of the Dharmakaya, but when you let it go, there's no trace, no shadows or anything. It came, it's gone. But you continue, or we continue, we are able to do, we continue maintaining in the straight space of the Dharmakaya. That means we're returning back to the home, sweet home, where we really belong. We're returning from the duality world to the calm and peaceful vastness, infinite states. How wonderful, how beautiful. And that is then, in a certain way, you're going to relax. Already it's making, but then relax. Don't make any effort to value that. Relax your body, relax your speech, or wind, breathing. Relax your mind. Don't make any effort trying to do this and that things, anything. We are alternating the nature's display and the dualities and relax. That is really, then we are really advancing, we are flying. We are flying the vast space of Dharmakayas, exploring the horizon. There's no boundaries that we are really exploring. We reach the vastness. When you become master of that realization, what in the teaching is sky yogis, sky yoginis. That means sky yogi. In the sky yogi, there's no blockage of the dualities, blocking anything. It's pervasive panoramic view of the nature where things are. So that is what this really teaching is. Again, so we continue to follow with that. But that is our practice, the meditation during this time, all the time. All the time. You remember, those are the center point of the teaching, what really introduced in those great master lineages, really highlighted to exactly pointing out the skills and the techniques and method, how to discover our innate nature or the Buddha. Teaching. That is what it is. So with that. And now to do that, again, continually see what in the teaching said, the motivations. It's joy and appreciations. That's so important. We're going to practice meditation and practicing, listening to the teaching and observing the teaching with the joy, with the appreciations, with the grateful, with the graceful, thankful. And what in the teaching said? To thankful, we have the Buddha nature. How wonderful. We're not worthless. We're not just insignificant. Truly we are the bright light, stars in this vastness of the Dharmakaya or the space, Dharmakaya space, or Dharma Dhatu space. How wonderful, how beautiful. We have Buddha nature. That is cause to become the Buddha. Buddha Shakyamuni had that cause and he followed, continued for that, pursued and explored and discovered that and become Buddha. In all the Bodhisattvas, same thing. In all the Buddhas, past Buddhas, same thing. In the future Buddhas, same thing. Now Buddhas, so many Buddhas in the different pure realms or the different universes, according to the teaching, same thing. We have same nature. How wonderful, how beautiful. Feel happy, the joy. Really. Not just only we have the cause of that beautiful potential, but we have every opportunity, what in the teaching said, we have the perfect, the best, B-A-S-E, best. What that best? 18 endowments. 18 endowments, perfect. 18 endowment is not casual, it has need lot of cause and conditions to have that. And that also included, we have the perfect best of the mental mind too. Even not just to have kind of beautiful form, the body and everything, but our mind is turned the complete opposite directions, way up from the Dharma, then it doesn't work. So that means that we have the perfect physical situation and the perfect mental situation that lined up to discover our Buddha nature and Buddha. How wonderful, how beautiful. In this world, there's so many human populations. They say it's growing that. But how many among that people, how many people are really thinking and using that perfect ways to benefit to oneself, to benefit all the beings in the context of love, kindness, compassion, non-violence? How many people do? And some among that, we think that we have something quite good qualities. It's not something we feel arrogance and kind of that, but we should feel happy. We shouldn't be depressed and boring and kind of bored and this, that we're really taking good meaning for our lives. Life is, we're using this our precious potentials. Then not just only that we have all those bases, but we have lineage teachings. Lineage teaching, and how many of those we all had the opportunity to meet so many great qualified masters, one after another. Really. Those are the guidance who ushers us to help to discover, to bring the maturity of our Buddha nature. So we had so many of those great masters. Not just only we met the lineage masters, but we also received so many teachings, nugget teaching, variety teachings. Really we reached this. So that means we got all the situations and circumstances are very perfectly beautiful ways. Therefore, we should feel happy and joy, have courage and commitment. Youth is something beautiful purpose. Purpose that to discover and help to one's own self and as well as others. Those are the teachings. This joy is so important, appreciation. And along with that, also reflecting 4 renunciation thoughts that you all know. Whenever you practice Mundu. This is not renunciation practice, it's a Mundu practice, but it is always in the teaching said, every session, every reflected is for renunciation thoughts. It will, what it will make? It will make our heart more softer, more tender. We become more practical. It will help to open our sensible. It will develop more common sense in our heart and mind. Really teaches 4 renunciations. Those of you know, the precious body, impermanent, cause and effects that are inevitable. And samsara has challenges, difficulties. Those are just the basic things, basic general things. But it is true. It's not just talking. Buddhism is talking, but that we go through this. We have that. So reflecting things is will make more practical ourselves, more sensible, as I said. More really we will use our life very more perfectly, beautiful, not going to kind of do so many things that are unnecessary, that are not going to benefit to ourselves, to the others, or maybe even is hurting one's own self and hurting others. We won't do too many things. And therefore, it is those all good. With this, and then, such as vastness motivation of the bodhicitta, and develop the bodhicitta for all the sentient beings. When we are starting the teaching, we should have bodhicitta. When we are contemplating on the teaching, we should have the bodhicitta. When we are meditating, we start with the bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is a loving kindness, compassion, kindness thoughts for all the sentient beings. Those are the central columns of the practices we shouldn't miss. We shouldn't kind of ignore that. We should think, oh, bodhicitta, always they kind of talk bodhicitta. Always they talk the joy and appreciation. Or it's just kind of so many, again, same thing. If we have that attitude, that means we're not feel preciousness. We're not really precious. We're not taken to the heart. Those are the fundamental. If we have those thoughts in the heart and the mind, really then it will make practice so powerful, more fresh. It will make more fresh. Practice because what? At the beginning time, many times we have so much excitement, joy, and appreciation, and devotion, all those sizzlings. But as we go in the path and practice it for a long time, then it's kind of almost getting dimmer. You put the dimmer. You put this dim now, going down and down. Then almost going to fade away. Why? Because these basic things are missing. Joy and appreciation, for renunciations, and bodhicitta. Really we are kind of, oh, this is just a casual. Not casual. It is central. It is foundation. It is a goal. It is like in the food, what we call, they call the fiber. F-I-B-E-R, fiber. They are the nutritious. Really, it's multiple nutritions. And we're missing those. Even in the teaching said, even if you practice Dzongchen, it becomes hollow, shallow. It's non-nutritious. Non-nutritious. It's just that kind of senseless or the empty. And then maybe become then what we become. Because then our teaching Dharma, Dzongchen is not mingled with heart and then is mouth teaching, mouth practices. That means we talk or we're practicing Dzongchen, we're practicing this, but only by mouth, not really by the heart. In order to do that, in order to avoid that, then really to activate this every day. This is our practice. That's the meditation. Even we have the house or building, nice building, we have to maintain that. It's not just one time. Can't we do everything and then go? No. We have to keep maintaining and polishing and taking care of that. That really brings the growth, realization. So those are all in the teaching said, and with that, again I'm going to see everything see as a mandala of the Buddhas, those pure visions. We're talking this pure. Yesterday, we spoke of the pure vision, and this pure vision is reality nature according to the teaching. So bring up the pure vision of the three kaya, Dharmakaya, Sambhokaya, and then Mahakaya realizations. So those are understanding, and now we go to the teaching